And that's how I almost always shoot. Nope. Alright then.
Pontificating about what's going on, yet they've never done anything. There are people rolling around with Amazon.
Love me some Gary Vee. So today, kids in daycare, wife's working, open schedule. Today I have two things on my mind. Today I'm thinking about doing a random location challenge. I did it on my Instagram story the other day, and it actually kind of went pretty well. If you're not following me on Instagram, there it is right there. You should definitely follow me. It went over well. People seem to enjoy it. And this is an inspiration from a video that John Free did on his channel, where he took a dart and a map, paper map and a dart, and picked a random location. And the goal was to find subject, which is an interesting creative constraint, because you're forced to program your brain to look for something interesting when there isn't really inherently anything interesting there. So that's kind of number one on my mind. Number two on my mind is I want to step outside of my comfort zone today and actually ask permission of somebody to take their photograph. Somebody that I find interesting, somebody that has an interesting or unique look to them, has an interesting or unique feature. I want to approach them and I want to ask them permission to take their photograph, which I haven't done yet, unless it was like overtly interesting. What I'm talking about is like, you know, Jane on the street with a bright pair of sunglasses. We've opened up our map. This is kind of like the technologically advanced way of doing it. You see where I am now, right? That's me, the little blue dot. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in enough that the drive is gonna be in the general area and go there, and we're gonna take some pictures. So although you can't really see me doing this, there's no way of kind of doing a double camera, I'm gonna close my eyes. All right. Alright, so we've arrived. This is where the dart fell. And just a back alley type thing. And I'm gonna take a picture of this before it goes away. Crow sitting up there. For anybody kind of wondering, when I'm shooting with my digital, I'm putting it on the 35mm notch on my lens, which is a 50mm equivalent. And that's how I almost always shoot. No matter what I'm doing, a lot of the time when I come out to shoot street photography with a lens that has a zoom, I almost always affix the zoom. Just to give, again, to give me that creative constraint that I want so much. Kind of cold today. Just across the street now. There's where we started. I'm walking around.
Our heart is on the right, so not supposed to give it up. Our heart is on the right, so not supposed to.
So I found this alleyway. It's kind of cool. It's got some like this stuff, and I can. This is my 50mm focal length equivalent. So what I'm trying to do is get all that in the shot with someone interesting walking by. That would have been good. I've been sitting looking down this alley for about 10 minutes now. A couple people have walked by, got a couple pictures. I don't know if they're keepers, but my feet are getting hella cold, so I'm leaving. So I don't really know who the guy was, but he just told me to go inside. He said, "Yes, you take pictures." And I said, "Yes." He said, "You should go inside and take pictures." So I'm gonna go inside and take pictures. Hi.
Hello.
Just ran into a gentleman outside. He said I could come in here and take pictures. Is that okay with you?
Of?
The church.
Oh, yes, by all means.
Awesome.
There is a few students at the organ at the moment, so I
Okay.
would just double check with them as well.
Just make sure they're okay?
Yeah, and then I'll just hit the lights for you. That would probably help, I imagine.
I don't know. It kind of looks cool with the stained glass coming through like that. Bye, church. All good?
Well done?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do you guys have an email address? Do you want me to send you the pictures or anything?
I
Or?
would love that.
Yeah.
A full bell peel.
Oh, what?
Bell? The bells. No, like big bells.
Ew.
Like that go off at the quarter hour, the hour, kind of like things like that.
Cool.
So, if you email us, we can probably get you up there next time the bells are getting adjusted if you wanted some really
Yeah.
neat pictures that pretty much no one else in Kingston would have.
That's awesome. That'd be great. But back where I started, I talked to a guy that was kind of walking with me who had a guitar and he was playing. And I know earlier I said like one of my goals today was going to be to approach somebody and request permission to take their picture. And honestly, like I didn't do that with him. And the reason I didn't do that with him was because I felt like it wasn't a challenge. Like he was literally in the middle of telling me how a lot of people ask him to take their pictures and stuff like that. So I kind of felt like with no risk of getting a no, then it didn't really count as a challenge. Because I knew he would have said yes. In fact, I've taken this picture before. It was a crummy picture, but I still took it. Ugh.
Never heard and never seen. We are the band that makes you scream. Drop, let's get a flame.